Okay, can anyone hear me? Hello? Okay, it appears that the audio is working. That is good. Do you like the hat? Okay, let's try showing you something other than the hat. For those of you hoping it's towns, I'm afraid it's not. It's just a random game that I've got. Okay, I think everything's working. I think I might just start playing. It's just a little test thing. I'm just gonna play till for like half an hour. Make sure it's all fine. Okay, here we are. This is my factory, and of course you can't see it because I haven't put lights in. So this is my attempt at a bot world, I guess. It's not working the best at the moment. Every single bot has a job, and there's not enough of them. Also biters. There is currently no loop in this factory. It could be changed, though there is not much in the way of belts. I've got a very sore throat. Well, not a very sore throat. My throat is dying. That's the situation. Being all professional and turning off the microphone to cough. Look at me. I'm actually just coming out of having a sore throat and a runny nose and everything. I am pretty much fully recovered. My throat just clogs up occasionally. But yes, I thought I'd take the time to test out doing some streaming. And then at some point later I'll make videos either today or tomorrow, because I've not been making many of them recently. For multiple reasons. The most recent of them being the throat. This isn't in any series, I've just been playing this in my spare time. And I thought I'd show it off to you. Because I've never really done this sort of array before, where you just have the entire thing bot-based. It's massively inefficient in terms of power, I think. Probably. Bots usually are. But it's very space efficient. Got all the production compressed in here, apart from the odd bit that's around the place. I need to put copper into it. And there aren't enough bots. And they're too slow. And I don't have enough carrying capacity, which is why I'm researching stuff. I should probably set up some construction bots, because I think I definitely have the capability. If I can make 100 logistics bots. But I do need to integrate this into my system, so I'll see about that. This is Vanilla Factorio. Absolutely no mods, latest version. If all goes well with this, and I do a couple more streams and everything goes fine, then I might start doing like a stream series where I build a different factory. Ah, so why am I streaming on YouTube instead of Twitch? Well, there's a couple of reasons. One of them is that because it's on YouTube, it's easier for people on YouTube to access. And also Twitch is being a bit mean and saying that if you become a Twitch partner you can't stream anywhere else. So we should at the very least give YouTube streaming a go before I try Twitch. Ah, there we go. More speed. Try cargo size next. Can people still hear me? Someone said they just went mute. I need to deal with that biter base. There's quite a few big worms, so it's difficult to creep. Maybe if I went from the north. Why no Cortex Command for so long? Well, that is my fault. What's happened recently is that I got a new PC, and I've been switching everything over to it, which is why a lot of videos have been stopped. And it's taken a lot longer than I thought to fix it. I think it is now fixed. I mean, if this is going well, then it is. But there's a particular issue with Cortex Command in that I forgot some issues with file stuff. So I attempted to... Well, I transferred the raw footage of the Cortex videos over, and I can't process them now unless I mess about with them. And I'm lazy, so I haven't actually done that yet. So there are actually 2 or 3 episodes of Cortex recorded, and they've just been sat in my videos folder for a very long time, and I mean to put them out at some point, but I keep not getting around to it. Soon though. TM. You shush about my Minecraft 1.4 update video. That was a long time ago. I was young and foolish. It is a laptop again, but it is a good one. The thing is, I need a laptop because of how mobile I am. I may get a desktop in future, but I need to have a laptop, or I'll run into all sorts of issues with being away from the PC all the time. Off-World Trading Company. I sort of forgot about that game for a long time. I feel a bit bad really, because the developers were really nice to us, and then we just sort of moved on. I would like at some point to go back and play some more. I'm not good enough to win much, but I really like the idea of it, and I still do. How come I can keep playing Factorio? Well, the thing is, I don't play it all the time. I go through phases of playing it all the time and then not playing it. It is very much my sort of game, and there's a lot of aspects to it that I enjoy, which is how I can get so many hours out of it. But there are long stretches of time where I don't actually play outside of videos, but I do still enjoy it when I'm making videos. I just don't enjoy the game in general enough to play it the whole time. If I did play it constantly, I would burn out and give up and move on. But I'm careful and I ration it, because I've burned out on other games before and lost all enjoyment out of them. It's no fun. I'm still here. And don't worry, I'm just reading stuff and coughing while the microphone's off. Well, feel free to throw random questions at me. This is a good time to do it. I've never really done any sort of Q&A thing before, so it's a good time to do it. The power's gone. This isn't good. It's the middle of the day. What have I done? There's just too much happening. I will build more solar panels. Oh, explosions. That's not good. No, 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 no. Should have been paying more attention. The future of living with biters. Well, keep preparing for the war, and then do the war, and I have no idea what'll happen at that point. Either I'll manage to gain a foothold, and then it will become warring with biters, or they'll kill me, and then I'll have to decide whether I'm gonna reload saves and do that sort of thing, or just finish it there, with them winning. Need to sort out these defenses. I keep looking away at the chat and stuff and then not actually doing anything. That's the thing, because I've done live stream stuff before. I was on a Factorio live stream with Avac once. And I didn't read the chat the whole time. I just forgot it existed. It's difficult to sort of develop that ability to allocate your time between playing and checking chat. How's the weather? Let me have a look. Oh, it's a bit wet. Not properly raining, but there's the odd drip of rain going on. Are you trying to work out where I live from that? Can we do more en masse? Well, I don't know. The series is finished. It's possible we'll do another one. I mean, it's the third sort of collaborative series within our group of Factorio. I have no idea at the moment. You'll have to wait and see. Mods. Well, I intend to do mods. I keep... I'm not much of a mod sort of guy with games, but I've got to cover them at some point. I'm thinking that, like, I'll probably start using mods in future series. But I'm also thinking of doing some sort of mod showcase, like every episode look at a different mod. I think people would like that. And it'll give me a chance to get a better idea of what there is, because I'm not even that sure. Need an extra monitor for chat? I have an extra monitor for chat. I just don't have enough eyes. Modern Minecraft. I played a little bit of that in, I think it was all multiplayer stuff though. I went on a multiplayer server where they had all sorts of random mods. That was a very long time ago though. Right, I need to fix this power. People keep complaining. I sort of got distracted. I think it's because the biters attacked. I've got some solar panels being made here. There's plenty. So go plonk these about the place. We'll have to expand our defensive line on this end, though. Would I do a series with Ditech? Possibly. I'm not that clued in on what it's about, but at some point I'm gonna look at all the mods and get a proper idea of what there is. See what I like. There'll probably be a bunch of train mods and things like that. Oil tankers. People keep telling me to get oil tanker trains, and they're right to do so because it's a good idea. I fully expect it to be in the main game one day. Do I live in the future? No. What? I live in the present, like everyone else. Though it is Back to the Future Day. I moved that because it makes a neater line. And I want a neater line. The iron seems to be suffering. I will check that in a minute. I was going to watch the Dungeons and Dragons charity stream, and I've been watching it every week so far, but unfortunately I'm busy today, so I'll miss it. I'm going to make sure to stop streaming before it starts, though, because otherwise that would be mean. But yes, if anyone isn't watching it, I would say by all means do. Avak shot a Rumba in the neck. A Rumba found a badger called Squishy. It was amazing. There we go, a bit more power. That should help. Looks like these are charging again. Just a little bit, not great, and it's probably going to die in the night. But it's something, it's an improvement. Look at that, right up. I have heard that Factorio is going to go on Steam within 100 years. Apparently it's January, though previously it was supposed to be like now. But, well, that was when they were going to go on Greenlight, and then they found out they don't need Greenlight. being the humble devs that they are, they thought they'd have to go through that process, and then they talked to a guy at Valve, and he was like, "No, yeah, sure, yeah, you can get published." They went, "Oh, okay then. We've got all the time in the world." So yes, we're expecting to arrive on Steam in January, by which point we should, I imagine, have... well, we should definitely, by that point, have 0.13. Maybe even stable, who knows. Space platform factories, it's going to be awesome. Will I upload the stream footage? I'm pretty sure that will be done automatically, unless I switch it off, which I guess is possible. But I think I'll just put this up. I don't think there's any reason not to. And then people can all see my answers to the questions. And the huge tracts of silence between everything I say. Yeah, they said the game would be finished in June. But then it got better, and people became more interested in it. And so they've been putting more time in, more people than they expected they would, and they're making it a better game than they otherwise would have, so... The longer it takes them to finish it, the better, because it means they're spending more time on it. I'm happy for it to be in development forever. This means you always get new things. Ah yes, repair bots, I should probably do those. I think there's a bunch made now. Oh, there's two. Oh yeah, is this... we don't have electric engines being automatically made yet. Earlier on I was very short on materials, and so I was manually feeding the chest the exact amount. Biters everywhere. I do have the armor-piercing shotgun shells. I think I'll make some modular armor, and then we'll go kill them. If we do that, we might actually finish soon. 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'll be wrapping up, because this is just a test thing and a general hello. I guess all I need to do is put these into a provider. And they're in the system. Excellent. And my throat's going again. No. There is a delay. It seems to be something like 20 seconds, plus the amount of time it takes for me to notice your messages in the chat. Let's put a limit on that. Quickly put some pipes in there and then try and sort out some automatic stuff. In fact, this can be moved. This doesn't even need to be here. How did I find Factorio? Well, interestingly enough, it was Avak. I used to watch him for his Nomori videos, and one day he played Factorio and did some live streams of it. And I got into it, and then I made my own videos on it, and here I am. In a series with the guy who introduced me to the game. Scenario packs. I only played those recently, but I have been messing about with some of those. The belt puzzle one's an interesting one. I'm in the middle of. Yeah, the robots are extremely slow. When I was recording the latest Railworld episode where I return home, it was excruciatingly... Well, no, the bots were excruciatingly slow. I can't say words. Relative to what I'd been used to in a mass. It was very jarring. Because the thing is, I haven't seen any working bots. for a very long time. I've just been playing a mass. And then, like, Towns doesn't have bots. I was out in the wilderness in Rail World, so I didn't see them. And Biters was paused while I tried to fix things. So I finally got back and I'm like, oh god, how do we get anything done with these? But they're doing alright, even though they're... Well, these aren't fully upgraded yet, and they're making do. You just can't build quite as big and as crazy as in a mass. One of the chemical plants is not connected to the power. That is because it's a cracking plant, and I'm manually switching them on and off to get the balance right. Except in the moment it's wrong. That one should be operating though, and helping fix it. Should be fine. A factory where everything goes onto one belt. I like that because it reminds me of the loop. It would be nightmarish, but I guess possible. I have never played CSGO. They're not my sort of thing. I can't aim at all in anything, ever. And I don't have reflexes. I could use wires and pumps to control the cracking. I've just not bothered with it yet. I'll see about doing that at some point. Really, it should be the case in everything. In like railroads and all that. But the problem with railroads and a lot of these newer bits of technology is that I can't be bothered changing them because I built the technology... Well, I built the factory in the first place where it didn't need that technology. And then this technology has come along and I've just not bothered. But I guess Towns will have a lot more of the newer stuff. I mean, it's got flooring everywhere and things like that, and I'll do more wire stuff. Live streaming a mass season 2. Well, first of all, we need there to be in a mass season 2. It is possible. I don't know. No discussion has been made yet, but I don't know how streaming it would go. It depends on how we'd conduct it, because the way it's done is that we record them in batches and then we upload all the episodes at the same time. And I guess live streaming it the same would be achieved, but then we wouldn't be producing... Well, we might still be producing YouTube videos, I guess, but then people could just go and watch it on Twitch, or here. We'd probably, if we did it, we'd probably stick to the usual formula that we've used for all the other Factorio series so far in terms of recording and things. And I'm not sure... Shen might have streamed at some point, because he does do a lot more streaming than the rest of us. Do I speak other languages? No, I'm terrible at languages, I'm afraid. I studied Spanish and German in school, and did terribly in them. I'd like to be able to, but alas, my brain appears not to be wired up in the right way for it. I am using a wired internet connection. Is there any trouble at the moment with the stream? I should probably be asking more technical questions, seeing as that's the point of this, but yeah, I'm using a wired connection, but it should be fast, but it's a little hairy. So if things are sort of cutting in and out, make sure to tell me, and I can see what I can do. What happened to Railworld and Cortex Command? Okay, Railworld is entirely my laziness. I could record one of those today. In fact, I probably will record one of those tomorrow. Cortex Command, slightly more of an issue. I've got some files on this PC that I need to convert, and I can, but it is more... It's laziness again. The overall answer to the question of where are the videos is laziness. Waiting for me to play the game. This is just sort of testing. I'm wandering around and not really getting much done. Future streams will have more purpose to them, and action, and things. We're not getting any more of... Is the steel okay? Because the steel is manually fueled at the moment. Because I keep doing that in things. It drives people mad. Oh, it's not fine actually, this is empty. It's all being stolen by the piercing shotgun shells. I can't... Oh, actually, I could just hook this up. I don't know why I haven't already done that. We'll limit it a little bit. Put this up here. Do I think in the future I'll use this or Twitch to stream? That's hard to say. I mean, at the moment, one of the reasons I'm testing this first, which I did do a Twitch test, and that seemed to go fine. But the reason I'm testing this is because, if you want to become a partner on Twitch, you're not allowed to stream anywhere else, which is a bit mean and monopolize-y. So at the very least I should test this first. And so far it seems to be fine, because Twitch is going to be the... It's been around longer and it's more refined. But YouTube streaming has the advantage of already being integrated with YouTube. And I don't think... I'm pretty sure that being a partner of this doesn't stop you streaming elsewhere. YouTube streaming is blocked in Germany, that's a bit mean. No idea why they've done that. That is something to consider though in the grand scheme of things. If some of my viewers are going to be prevented from watching because I'm using one service rather than another, then that should definitely be a factor. Hopefully that will change. I'm not sure why it's the case already. I am not a radio broadcaster, I'm afraid. In fact, my voice probably sounds better than usual right now because it is a little bit... My throat's not perfect. I've had a sore throat for a bit, and I'm recovering, so my voice is possibly a bit more radio-y than usual. Ah, copyright laws. That's what's stopping Germany from... Is Germany still allowed to watch Twitch? I guess there'll be differences in the situations between them. The bomb game. Keep talking and nobody explodes. I really enjoy it too. I want to make more videos on that. But I should probably try and actually have some people... Like, I should have someone else there and play it properly, rather than just trying to do everything myself. It's like, if you want a job done properly, but then that's not the point. The point is that you have to rely on someone else to communicate with you, and you have to communicate with them. I'm sort of missing that bit, but I find it a cool game either way. I've not got anything to do at the moment, I'm just sort of wandering around. Is power fixed? Did I fix that? No. No, I didn't. That's not good. How are they? They're nearly fully charged, so we might want to add more accumulators, but night is falling, so I think it's more of both. The answer's always more of both, except there's not much being made in the way of solar panels right now. It is possible that at some point I will try playing Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, where you guys are the bomb experts. That is possible. I've seen other people do it. Well, I've known of other people doing it. I know there was someone did a Twitch plays Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. I'll watch it and see what it was like. It may work, at least for the easier bombs. The main issue will be filtering out who's trying to help and who's trying to make you blow the bomb up. Planet Base. I am considering playing that. I saw Avak's videos and thought that is... it looked like my sort of game. I'm going to look into it. Possibly do some videos. The delay is somewhere between 20 and 30 seconds. I thought initially it was more like 20, but it's looking more like 30 at this point. Then again, people might just be like hearing me at like after 20 seconds and taking 10 seconds to think and type or something. I don't know. Well, we've run out of power. That's not good. Also, biters. Come on, make more. I'm missing copper. I will check up on the copper supply. I think it's fine. I think it's just the bots are taking too long to deliver it. Oh, actually. That doesn't look good. Nope, that's not good. All 8 are running, and the chest is emptying. I think it's time we migrate this. I'm going to put it over here. We'll clear this out of the way. In fact, I need to set up some bloomin' construction bots. So I never finished this bit. I'm just sort of wandering about in different areas, not getting any particular stuff done. But yes, I'm going to plonk 10 of these around. And then I can get some basic blueprinting and deconstructing going. Only thing is, this is just gonna... it's not gonna go anywhere because they've got nowhere to deconstruct it to. I guess I'll just take it apart, it'll be fine. And then I will stick in some new furnaces. FTL? I have played FTL. In fact, I did a series on it a very long time ago. I don't necessarily recommend you watch it though. It was... well, I played some back in the very old days. My first run of trying YouTube, which was the terrible thing that happened. Don't watch it. But then I did do a series after I restarted. And I can't remember... that was probably still terrible. I did... what was it? I did an NG ship with one guy on it, and I called him Helm, and he was Helm. And Helm drove ship. And then they died. Really early. It was really annoying. I was hoping I'd get to the end, but I didn't make it. Yes, Sirius Bilixter. I can read this. I can't... well, I say that. I can barely read your name, because unfortunately, my second monitor is terrible. And whites and light greys are difficult to make out. I have not played RimWorld, but that is another one that I'm looking into trying. Make circuit factories with dedicated copper wire factories. I've done that. They're right over here. Look. Here they are. I already did that thing. God module the copper, I'm afraid. I mean, if God modules were in this, it would be super helpful. Because you could have a game where you edit in like just like 10 God modules, and that's all you have to use. But you can like put one. You can put them wherever they're urgently needed. That'll be cool. I'm getting behind on the chat now, so the lag for you will be more like a minute. Open Transport Tycoon. I have been playing that recently, as suggested by Avak. Okay, I need... I've got the bots now, but they need repair packs, so I'm just gonna make a bunch and plonk them in this. There you go. Then they can repair up the turrets, and that'll help with the situation. And it'll also mean that I'm less aware of defenses that are in low supply of ammo, so I'm sure this will end well. I also need to set up the production of engines and pipes, so I will do that. And pipes go into engine production, so I might as well do insert it there. You don't need to tell me I can blow those rocks up. I've been playing this game for a very long time. Banished is a game that I do actually own, and I've never played. I've heard mixed stuff about it. Besiege is also a game that I've owned, but I've played a lot of that. I made all sorts of stuff. In fact, I once recorded an episode, and to this day, it is sat in my video folder, and I decided not to use it. I didn't like how it turned out, so I didn't show it. It's one of the very few cases where I've not shown an episode of something I've made. I do have some sort of quality boundaries. Factorio Living with Rocks, I like it. Do a one-off 2-minute episode of it. I might... Well, I can't show Besiege, unfortunately, because I don't actually have it on this PC, but I can get it, and I can try streaming that some other time. That is a completely doable thing. Oh. I knew I'd find something like this. A turret that was just completely out. Well, they're all close to emptiness. I ain't giving them exactly 25. Except that one's got 35. I've got no idea why. I'm just going to leave it. Living with trees. Living with biters is already close to that. Thank God they reduced the collision of trees. Because sometimes it felt like it was Bentham and biters versus trees in that series. How much longer do I intend to stream? What is the time? It is going to have to end soon. I said like 20 minutes ago that I'd stop in 5 or 10 minutes. I decided to extend it a bit, but I'm definitely going to have to be gone by past. The loop may return, potentially. It would be in a very different form, unless I did another Bob's Mods thing. This has now run out of ammo too. Oh, it's not in... I left it because I'd sorted out repair packs with the bots, but I didn't realise that this wasn't in range, and that was very close to death. So we'll fix that. By the way, how does my microphone sound? Because I've been having all sorts of trouble since I got my new laptop with trying to get it to sound at least as good as it did previously. Because there's a lot more background noise with this one for some reason. And so I filtered it out, but there was so much background noise to filter out that it affected my voice quality a bit. How did I filter out the background sounds? I used VST host. The thing is, previously I was using Audacity and taking it out in post, and Audacity is amazing for that. It removed it perfectly, so it was dead silence when I wasn't talking, and you couldn't hear the sound, like any hissing or anything when I was talking. But now I'm trying to do it all live to save time, so I've switched to OBS, and I run my microphone through VST host to try and clean it up. And I've got some plugins to help with that, but it's all free stuff because I'm trying to save as much money as possible because I'm like that. So the program I'm using is the issue it has is that that ran out just as I came along. The issue is that it removes the noise, but it also seems to remove some of your voice as well. We'll add some more miners up here. OBS is definitely useful. It's just an absolute nightmare to set up the first time. Because there's just so many settings and you have no idea what any of them do. But it is now in a functional state. Oh, I'll put an extra one. Can't have that. There we go. I need to deal with some biter bases. We could try... Oh, that's got too many worms. Look at that. 4 big worms. Not even getting involved. There were a lot more biter bases than before, I think, though. If this is a biter base here, I think this is a group of worms. I killed the bases and then left the worms. Yep, there they are. There's only one big one there, I think. I could deal with that, but there's a waste of time. Have I played Creeper World? Yes, I have. I played the crap out of that when it was on Congregate. And when the Creeper World 3 came out on Steam, I did a video on it. I think it probably wasn't when it came out, it was probably a while after. But I did do a video on Creeper World a very long time ago though, so you may not enjoy it. I was worse at things then. Funny thing was, it was so long ago that at one point... Oh crap, oh no. Stupid darkness. The thing is that I did it so long ago that recently I was thinking about making a video on it, and then I suddenly remembered that I'd already done that. But I find it a really cool idea, just because of how sort of unique it is. The fact that you're fighting a flowing liquid. Which is really cool. I like the whole way that you build the bases and stuff. When is the sun gonna rise? This is infuriating. I can't see. I'm gonna die. Okay, sun is starting to rise now. I'm just gonna hide behind this turret for a minute. Okay, I can see. What have we got? Medium, big, medium, medium, medium. It's doable. It might be a bit tough. I've probably not come in with enough ammo. That will be the main issue. I'm gonna steal a bit from my own inventory. Or from my own gun, even. I do have my shotgun. I'll just switch to that. That's fine. Oh, they're right there. Start steadily creeping forward. We want to approach from the north, I think. Oh, crap. That was a bad time to place that. Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh, no, you don't. I've got a shotgun. I'm not doing a very good job of this so far. Is it going okay so far? We've got control of them. Okay, the worms are ready. If we build this, then that is the first base down. And now I've got to be careful, because at some point the big worm is going to attack. Okay, it's going to attack that guy. Oh no, it's being attacked by two at once. Okay, give it the ammo, and then we repair it. We want to have it as repaired as possible so that we can quickly send in the next turret. Okay. Build it there. That was going to attack by even more stuff. And then we'll quickly get a repair duty here. That was close. Okay, big worm is down. It's taking out the mediums. Okay, it's still being attacked, but we're mostly good. Got a bit of time to grab some... Whoop, he's out of ammo. That's not good. Repair him up a bit more. And move in. And that is them sorted. Fantastic. That's one base down, like 15 to go. But I think we'll be wrapping it up right about now. Because I need to go, and also I don't want to impose on the charity live stream, which you should all go watch. Avak and Arumba and two other people that I've not heard of, who are also good, playing Dungeons and Dragons with Enter Elysium, shooting arrows into each other's necks, and they've got a giant badger called Squishy. It's amazing. As far as I can tell, this has gone well. The stream has worked. Everything seems to be okay, so I think we'll do more streaming, either on this or Twitch. Still deciding. One of the annoying things is that I can't change my name on Twitch. Oh, finally science has happened. That's the second bit of science this whole stream. Go back to upgrading speed. Yeah, this is my factory. We might see more of it. I might continue to stream this for a while, as I'm sort of learning, getting used to this. But yeah, Twitch won't let me change my name, which is annoying, because at the moment I'm MangledPork, and I'm like, maybe I just want to be Bentham. Maybe that would be a better idea. And then I tried to change it. It's like, nope, nope, you can't. And looked it up, and they're like, nope, it's impossible now. Used to be possible, now it isn't. And then someone else is like, but somebody did. I'm like, yeah, but it's not possible. I don't know. Also, apparently I don't meet the criteria. I haven't actually applied for partnership, because if I did, I wouldn't be able to stream here anymore. But apparently you need more subscribers and viewers than I have. Well, I don't know. I'll finish it dead on half past. We've got 2 more minutes. You can fire some questions if you like. I do feel like changing it to Bentham. I don't know about Bentham Gaming, but I maybe just Bentham and just leave it at that. So I just say I made a Twitter and I called that Bentham Plays, and then I changed my mind again because I don't like Bentham Plays. I don't necessarily want MangledPork to be completely erased as a name, but not like have it as a second name behind Bentham. I would prefer. Just because I prefer it, and also it's more difficult to discuss, like, your YouTube stuff with, like, your grandparents when you called something stupid like MangledPork. I can say I'm Batman. I'm not Batman, but I can say I'm Batman. Bentham++, as in I'm like a coding language or something. Oh, immediately the chat is divided. Is this rail? Do you mean is this Rail World? Because it's not. This is just a little game that I've been playing where I'm trying logistics-based production. You could call it Bot World, but then I may one day do a Bot World, in which case this will be pre-Bot World. I do actually do test games quite often for series I do. There is actually a test game for towns, and I did actually use it as background footage in a video I did once, and no one seems to have retroactively realised. But there is a test game out there which has made more progress than the current towns has. It's got blue signs and everything. I think that was where I decided to call myself Bentham Plays and then immediately changed my mind. MangledPork, that's an option. Warped Hog is one that I like, but it's still not... I don't feel like I'm a hog. Bentham MangledPork McG Blazerod thing. I'm not sure that might not fit in all of the username boxes for things. But yes, I think I'm going to have to go now. But I would call this successful. I mean, I haven't watched it back yet. I can see what that looks like. I will quickly repair these though before death. This has 1 ammo in it. That's no good. Oh, now they're attacking this. Oh no! Oh god! This hasn't gone well. I will quickly shore this up, and then I'll go. Oh dear. That was just completely blown up. I will replace it with 2. It's like a Hydra turret thing. There we go. Back to its biter killing capabilities. But yes, that's enough for this. I will now go. The factory looks kind of empty. Yeah, everything's sort of compressed into that one area. There was a whole bunch of stuff over here and it's not there anymore. But yes, we'll pause this now. I'm gonna switch back to the, for those who haven't seen it, I'm gonna switch back to the hat. There we go, look at that. It's a hat. It's a bowler hat. I own a bowler hat. It's like a terrible, like, fancy dress one, but that is part of the reason I chose that. But I'm gonna have to leave you there because I have stuff to do, and you have stuff to do. You've got to go watch that stream, the D&D stream. Roll for it. Find it on Twitch today, now, nearly, in half an hour. So yes, that has been the very first, the inaugural Bentham livestream. And so I shall say goodbye, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.